This is the fucking news! 2 weeks in a row, I'm on hot form. Here is this week's video game news. You may notice the lighting has changed quite significantly in here. 1, I bought an actual light. 2, the lights in my garage shorted out, so I'm kind of just improvising with the green screen, and it's taking a lot to get it to work. Okay, second thing you might notice, he's not wearing a suit anymore. That's not very professional. You're right. The other thing that's not professional is that my suit is covered in vomit and sitting on the floor, because when I turned the other night, guess who didn't move it? This guy. Alright, anyway, what are you here for? Video game news! We'll start with one of my favourite games. Despite being pure trash at it, Dota 2 dropped a new patch, patch 7.23. With a patch number like that, it'd be fair to assume this would be a minor bugs hero tweak update. Yeah? No, this couldn't be further from the truth. It's a whole new game. People are hailing it Dota 3, and it's either IceFrog's boldest move yet, or it's going to be his biggest failure. It's basically turned Dota into an arcade game. There's 2 new heroes teased at the International a few months ago, Void Spirit, the 4th Spirit, 100% escape and evade. And then there's Snapfire, the old-ass dragon toad riding, cookie-loving granny. Side shot? Gone. Capturable outpost now. Jungle? Switch that shit up, son. Neutral creeps? Pseudo-random item drops with 62 unique items available. 1 courier? No siree. Have 1 each. This leads to, arguably, the biggest change this patch. Heroes no longer earn passive gold. The couriers do. Dead courier means no passive gold gain at all. Courier snipes are massive. They are key to winning games now. Watch players like Mind Control. He's out there sniping the courier priority over players. He's getting 4 in like 6 minutes. It's crazy shit. Level cap raised to 30. All talents unlocked at 32, which leads to some crazy fucking builds. Then there's a bunch of item changes, some out the gate hero changes. Expect to see Lifestealer, for example, at position 5. Virtually unheard of before this patch. Honestly, I could do a whole news on just this, but I'll leave that to the pros. If you've been scared of joining Dota in the past due to the incredibly steep learning curve, now's the time. We're all learning. We basically all had to start again. For example, the ever-consistent LGD just got knocked out of open qualifiers by a team of complete unknowns. On a similar train of thought, while we're talking about pro teams, Kuro and the boys, ex-Team Liquid, announced their new organisation, then proceeded to dominate in the open qualifiers. Team Ligma. Team Nigma. Team Enigma. Whatever you want to call it. Apparently it's Arabic for star, but the memes are running rife. A lot of people were saying not a lot of thought went into this name prior to it being released. I think the exact opposite. The memes are real. If you meme something, it's going to live forever. People are talking about this team name far more than they would have if it was just an ordinary name. Marketing ploy in my eyes. Anyway, that is enough Dota talk. That's half the video and I haven't even carried on yet. Next! I forgot to mention in last week's news drop that Red Dead Redemption 2 is now on PC. Epic exclusive, of course. Or on Rockstar's own launcher, I believe. But only for a month, and that month ends next week, where it is finally dropping on Steam. Modders are going nuts, already making the Undead Nightmare 2 mode. Why did you not come to PC earlier? We're ready. This game's first month on PC has been a nightmare though, with frequent freezes, crashes, audio distortions, things like that. Most of it's sorted now, so thanks Beta Cucks for testing that out for us. Now it's ready for Steam release. Care package is available from now throughout the holiday period. Go get some free goodies and a poncho. Now, probably my favourite news piece this week, The Stanley Parable. One of my favourite games ever is getting an Ultra Deluxe Edition with more endings, more narration. It was meant to drop this year. Instead, we got a 6-minute trailer of protestations from the narrator that it will still launch in 2019. He's adamant it won't. I could sit and listen to that narrator all day. The narrator makes that game. Link in the description anyway. Aiming for release before summer. That's American summer, my winter. And I cannot wait. No Man's Sky, that flop that a year later sorted itself out, well, it dropped another huge free update, allowing terrain edits within a base to be persistent, upgrading ships, far more storage, warp distance, maneuverability, damage, things like that. You'll also be able to salvage other ships for parts. As much as I like to shit on No Man's Sky, Hello Games have done a massive job of bringing it back, and it's actually in a really good place now. Next. John Woo's Stranglehold is coming to PC courtesy of GOG. This game is underrated as hell. Inspector Tequila. Need I say more? Over-the-top action, super slow-mo bullet cam. I'm sold. This is one of my favourite games when I used to play on the Xbox 360, and now I'm pretty damn excited for it to come on PC. Think rip-off Max Payne. Stardew Valley dropped a large update too. New items, 181 new shirts. You can never have enough shirts. Sheds can be upgraded, an emote menu, bug fixes out the wazoo, new music, social tab to keep track of your likes and dislikes, new farm map called the Four Corners, ideal for splitting the land with your homies, fish ponds. If it didn't feel so slow, I'd be in there. I just know that if I start playing, it's going to take up all my time and then I'm not going to do anything else. Motion capture sex. Have I got your attention now? How good? Cyberpunk 2077 has a massive focus on making their sex scenes satisfying for everyone, and have gone ahead and mocapped a bunch of scenes. Motion capture first-person sex scenes in a game? What a world we live in! It can't be interactive though, right? Don't have enough hands. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Does anyone even play this? Should I bother talking about it? The game flopped hard. It's basically Wildlands 2, except all the bad bits, none of the good bits. It's just done really poorly. The game got a new raid. Have fun if you're playing that. That's the news. Moving on to next week. I'm done. Quick week. Not a lot of news, but some big updates from some big games. Stay safe out there. Oh, little update for you. I've legit been shitting fire for like 2 days. It's fucking molten. Cheers.